Hi, welcome to Linux channel. See, usually I set up the camera and stuff, and I'm middle of something. I thought let me do a quick record. Nevertheless, this is going to be still useful because this is something you might encounter with FreeNAS, and I have done a lot of steps, and I have uh, you know. Uh, stumbled across various issues, then each of the thing is been isolated and found out that it's just a question of some dodgy you know SATA power cable. Okay, you just get these things in Amazon. SATA cable, something like this, SATA power cable, yeah, something like this. It's just a cheap one because I need to power up many drives, so I'm considering to get something like this, but provided I just need to find it's a good brand and something like this. So I may replace and try if this solves the problem. But the thing is, instead of this thing takes a SATA to SATA it is distributing, I may need to get a Molex to multiple SATA power connectors. So in that process, what I am seeing is one of the drives always, no matter whatever drive I change, it is quite behaves erratic and always it happens only in that slot. And I thought earlier it's a disk failure, but it turned out it is not a drive failure either, because I replaced another one, and it tend to be working fine after some resilvering and stuff. Of course, you get that with any new drive if you replace, but again the problem was the same. So you might get into an issue that FreeNAS may do multiple resilvering, and it may even look as if the process is never ending. Okay, things like that. And before this, even I was getting an issue where it automatically removes the drive because it is finding some kind of inconsistencies and stuff. But now with that problem solved, and even I was checking any issues with the SATA cable, I changed bunch of them, and even I put something which came along with my Gigabyte motherboard. Even then it is not solving the issue. So I just changed the power cable for now, a good one, and looks like it solved the issue. And now it is doing some iterations of resilvering, and you can see there its status. And if you go here, you can type in the command like zpool status, and you should be getting the live status, and you can see there this disk is being resilvered. And this disk, in fact, I am using for many months so far, but always it has an issue that it comes in and out. Sometimes it just works fine for a few months, and then again the problem again comes in the same slot. Okay, since I am not using any hot swap, NAS like NAS enclosure. It's just a regular PC with bunch of drives. Hence, what I'm finding is it's weird to debug, and I have tried almost all options, and it turned out to be a dodgy power cable, SATA power cable, something like this. But unfortunately, you don't get something like this in a good branded ones. You just get these generic ones, and they just don't work well sometimes. Okay, so this is not an issue because it's not an issue in regular PCs, because you get adequate SATA cables, SATA power cables, or connectors, power connectors with the power supply itself. But in this case we need more, because I am using around 10 drives, you can see there. So I need more power connectors for that reason. So this is the drive in the question. This one is connected to that top slot, and this is the one which is going in and out with the cable replaced. Right now it is working fine, and it is doing this few iterations of resilvering. See, before this I checked few references, online help and stuff. You can try something like repeating ZFS. Let's just try. It is not scrub, it's just resilvering. ZFS resilver. Let's do this and yeah, and resilver in endless loop, something like that. So you get various other things being discussed, but unfortunately none of them are applicable for me. I don't have any real disk issues or write issues or something. I mean real disk issues. I mean it's not, I don't have anything which is matching that criteria. Maybe you can type a resilver over and over, something like that. Yeah, you can see the resilvering up here. So something similar, okay, something similar even I am getting. You can see there, it's a nice interesting thread. Perhaps I can include this link in this video description. Okay. So in case if you have any issues, perhaps you can be in touch, and I can also work through some steps where we can try to isolate the issue, because some of these are quite tricky, because it's not just happens all the time. It is just goes in and out. It can be any power or I mean it can be even that SATA controller issue or anything like that. So I feel once these iterations get over, it should be turned back again online and with green check mark. I am waiting for the same. Yeah, you can see there it is around 96% complete. So let me just wait and give a quick update, or it may redo again and it may again clear out something. I am not sure, but I just want to wait and give a live status update that if something like this occurs, what is the best possible way to solve. And in this specific case, I don't have any known data errors. So please note, in this thread even those things have been discussed. You go here and they discuss about this file errors and stuff like that. See, one interesting aspect is in my case I don't have much used space, so it can just take a while to do one iteration, but in your case if you have more stored data, then it can take much longer. Okay, so each iteration for in your case may take much longer than whatever happening over here. See, if you see here, it has finished that previous iteration and then started all over again. It started somewhere around 71%, something like that, and reached to this 81% nearby. And here is another interesting snippet I got. Again, I bookmarked so that I can attach this link for you so that you can have a look. See, here again someone discusses when a device is attached to the pole, it sometimes ends up being resilvered twice. A resilver will be kicked off when it completes, and it will start all over again the next big whatever. So same stuff happening somewhat here, and I got a very interesting reply. I mean you can see there is an interesting reply, and in this case he even attaches the code, and he says that due to this logic it kind of triggers. Actually, you can see there it is doing this if condition blah blah blah, then if it is some criteria, then if it is checking if it is needed, and if it is true, then it is triggering all over again another resilver iteration. So perhaps something like this, I never know something like this. Perhaps even I may check this OpenCFS code base and see that what can be the reason for such a thing happening. Okay, so I need to do more investigation, although I am using FreeNAS or currently TrueNAS for many years for now. This is something recently I am, facing. So just a quick update after a couple of hours. It is still doing several iterations. See, if you notice one thing, I got this pool with 5 drives, you can see there. So this pool with 5 drives and this pool with 5 drives, and each of this drive is 1 TB drive. Okay, so when I check the status, it shows this as a continuous number. So this is keep getting incrementing after across the iterations, but this thing alone shows over this iteration. So it is currently have done 18.7 gigabytes resilvering and so percentage done, and each time as it completes 100%, this is around at the mark of 100 gig to 110 gig, somewhere around. So you can see that this is getting slowly incrementing, and this thing is a continuous number. So far it shows this as scanned around 2.39 terabytes. So I was wondering why this figure is so high versus my data is quite small. Then of course I realized this is not the end of the story. Instead we should also include is this used space as well as this parity and stuff. So that way you see it kind of makes sense. So and so has been totally scanned, and in this current iteration this is the percentage done. I still was wondering how many times it is going to do before it's kind of makes everything ready like before. So I may leave this overnight, and I am going to check its status in the morning. As you can see, finally it has finished resilvering the same, and it shows the status as online. This is the following morning, because I was doing that yesterday almost middle of the night. So you can see there it finished, and it shows the scrub of the pool, boot pool is finished. You can just ignore this error. This is caused by one of the small hard drives which it has, and yeah. So and then there was a power outage, and it just had this reboot. Anyway, it is reporting the same, and what we can do is we can just check the status once again. Try to NAS, and I am sorry, cpool status -3, and yeah, you can see there are no other errors, and it shows the state is online, which the same we can see in the UI as well. And yeah, so both the pools are looking fine. So hence I am saying again, it depends on how much data you have, and I still have a curiosity to check the source code, under what circumstances it does this repetitive resilvering. Of course the other link is quite interesting, whatever somebody have mentioned, but in this case actually they are discussing about a new drive. It's not about existing one which has already some data of, or it contains this contents of this pool. Okay, so this drive I have not inserted newly, it is there already, but it has some kind of cable issue and something. So the symptoms you may get with any such issues are you may get automatically the disk getting removed, or it may not even show that such a disk is there, things like that, but it is quite random, hence it is quite challenging to solve. If it is outright not showing the disk, then it is quite easy, then I can understand it's a cable issue, but it is not the case. It shows this entry sometimes it doesn't show, but at the same time sometimes it just finds that some kind of inconsistency, and ZFS itself removes that drive, and it will show the status here as removed. So if you get anything like that, check your power cable as well as your SATA cable, and if it is running this multiple times, just leave it overnight or perhaps a couple of days, depending on the size of the data you have, and then you are good to go. Okay, so if you face any issues, be in touch with me. You can probably send your screenshots as well, and we can help each other. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks a lot for joining me. Stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye bye.